By Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. For the Grizzlies, their last game, a win again. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. As they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Pass to Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive foul. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Morant finds Scott, and it's Morant missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the basket by Johnson.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
On the wing, Jackson. Oh, that's blocked. There's Miller with the three. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
A floater. The shot, no good. Left side, Maxey. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with Kansas City's head coach, and it's all about pace tonight. He said, we're fast, we know it, we're going to make sure they know it too. Those are pretty bold words, Kevin. We'll see if they can deliver.
Okay, David, much appreciated. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
The offensive rebound. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against two made shots. Covered by Miller. Outside, Scott. Jackson trying to break free. Scott can't get it to go. And Kansas City pushing it up now. Here's Maxey. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
And the Knights have possession following the miss by Jaren Jackson. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. He has 7.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Goes up on the high post, and that one drops for him.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Plays it up and banks it in.
And how's that core move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Tipped away. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Warog grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now here's Morant. Six on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
And Kansas City will go for a different look here.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's May to the middle. And he makes good on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now Morant. He has 6. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Morant's got 8 points.
And the level of concentration. Morant looked under control despite being under heavy duress.
Tyrese, number 5.
He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there.
That's the end.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter.
19.
Kansas City ahead,
14.
up 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Make some noise for your Kansas City Dancers.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen, guys, from Kansas City.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Back to Maxey. That's tipped. Here's Lloyd. And no good. Good D by Miller. Kansas City leading by 5. To the inside. And Johnson with the stop.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now, here's Bain. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. 14 feet away. They get the rebound. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Maxey in the corner. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. And now a 9-point Kansas City lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Kansas City.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Back to Miller. From 13, second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Knights lead by 9.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes, and you want to earn the trust of your coaches.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Kansas City. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Miller grabs the miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Rebounded by Kansas City. Miller's got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Boston. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Good on the bucket, too.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
And Kansas City decides to take their first time out here. When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
That was the 2K drop, as that move deserved another look.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And it goes down 2 points. He has 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And boy, has he come alive.
Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
To the paint. And 1:01 left in the first half. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And it's denied.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
32 seconds left to play here in the half. Out of bounds, Kansas City takes possession.
Kansas City ball.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From outside the arc, that shot no good. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Lloyd, good on the shot. Lloyd's got his first bucket of the night. Ball's knocked loose. Bain passes to Lloyd.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And so it's Kansas City looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter.
24.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense. We're not able to get stops, get out and run it. So not a good quarter for us. You know, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Checking out Kansas City. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Ball movement was a real factor for them on offense. They played unselfishly with patience. The guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
The energy on D stood for disappointing.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Miller is out there with Johnson. And it's Boston in at the shooting guard position.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
And for the Grizzlies. And it's out of bounds to the Knights. They'll retain possession. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And for the Knights, Johnson is out there with Miller. Then there's Maxey. And it's Boston in at the shooting guard. Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Miller, the pass to Boston. And good. That thing was that time as it falls.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Jackson. Yep, that one goes in there. Jackson's got 6 points.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Shoots from 12. Offensive rebound. Eyes yet again. And the rejection by Jackson. There it goes. It's in. And the Knight lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Morant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. The layup off target.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And the Knights call time here. Just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
Kansas City leading by 9. Passes to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Jackson passes to Morant. Now Scott. Fades back. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his attempt away from the defender. The touch was poor.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get sacked.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Knocked away. Johnson left side. And it's Johnson with the jam.
How about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Kansas City leading by 13. Miller with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Miller's got 5 now.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Here's Scott.
2 minutes remaining.
It's good.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Number 3.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And another basket for Kansas City. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Kansas City.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, he's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And it's a completely new group here for Kansas City. Here's Morant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
To the wing on the left. .40 seconds left in the third. Scott can't get it to go. Kansas City leading by 13. And that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession. Here's Nwora. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
This is his first free throw of the game. Gafford cans them both. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. No good that time. 1 second left. Unable to get that one. So it's Kansas City. Their lead at 15 going into the break.
Make some noise for your Kansas.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Kansas City leading by 15 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. There's the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first free throw is good.
First team foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Knights. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the basket by Jackson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Outside, Scott. Morant passes to Scott. 5 to shoot. Kept alive, Jackson. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
There it goes. It's in, and the Knight lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Morant. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And the Knights call time here.
And a wise move to call time out there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Kansas City's coach talked to his team during that timeout. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Morant gets it to go.
and just so many different ways Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Boston the pass to Johnson. Here's Boston. Defended by Scott, and he dunks it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Johnson against Jackson. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Miller.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Misses the layup.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
To end the run, and it's Morant missing. Kansas City leading by 17. Inside. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Back to Miller. Pass to Boston. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Knights.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with this first victory for the matchup. A 1-0 record against Memphis.
Count the basket.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Position with those extra possessions.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Knights lead by 19.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Some solid defense from Johnson. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Kansas City. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. The 15-footer. Good D by Miller. And so it's the Knights winning this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for